America. His name turned up in a lottery, and he had to redo his passport or visa. His wife got through okay, but something turned up on his record from years ago. I don't know if it's a violation, a police violation, a DUI, or maybe coming over here to play without filling out the right forms. The point is they're going to hear it, and he'll pass it with flying colors, but in England they're not going to hear it until April. And he had his attorney work on it, and they said, no, we're not changing anything. So Mike couldn't come over, and Scott Black is going to lead the Cedars. I've actually never heard Scott play. Although he says I did. Well, I wasn't there. Yeah. Well, he said, remember, you were in New Orleans 20 years ago, and we met at Fritzl's or something. So I asked him if that picture of Rommel in his armored car in the desert is still hanging on the wall, but he didn't remember that. Yeah, they all remember me, and I don't remember anybody. I'm just... Joe will probably be able to tell you why that is, so I'll let you know. We're going down Michigan Avenue now. If you turn to the page in your booklet that starts with the Oriental Theater and the auditorium, turn to the second to the last page, and you'll see two photos of the legendary heavyweight champion Jack Johnson. Well, actually, yes, you will see two photos, a large one and a small one. I couldn't get the entire text to fit in, but you see the photos. And there's a little bit of a history of Jack on the side. Also note that in 1913 or so, he opened a club on 31st Street in Chicago, not far from, would that have been Schiller's, where the original Dixieland Jazz Band started here? Anyway, they had an argument with the owner and wound up going to... I can't think, maybe Lance Cafe for a week or two, and then to the Casino Garden, or Gardens, the parking lot that was right after where we made the left turn to go to State Street. But notice the picture below Jack. It's the Pilgrim Baptist Church. We're going to just stop and look at it. There was a fire that devastated the church recently. Something that doesn't have to do much with us, but some of you perhaps, it's the home of gospel music. That's where gospel music started. Thomas A. Dorsey. Yeah, down there, and people like Mahalia Jackson and others came to perform. And as you can see by that photo, Jack Johnson's funeral in June of 1946 happened there. Many of you have probably seen that wonderful video. Eve and I were just talking about it here, where he fronts a band in 1929, a Harlem band, and does 3 or 4 takes of Tiger Rag, winding up in a different pugilistic pose at the end of each take. It's just wild. So we're not getting out of the car because we're heading further south, but we're going to look at the remains of the Pilgrim Church. Now, Blagojevich, our former... look, I have nothing bad to say about Ron. I mean, after all, he did give all seniors free public transportation on the CTA and on Metro. Man, it's marvelous.
That was brilliant.
The man is a genius. So, but look, there was $1 million or so earmarked for a restoration of that church, and I'm not sure where the money went. Nobody knows where the money went. It came from the state, and went to a school apparently, but he was our governor then, and he went to a school that didn't wind up going to the Pilgrim Church. Well, what can I say? I don't know. Well, also, one other fact, the Pilgrim Baptist Church was originally a Jewish synagogue. I'm not sure when it was built. Probably would say in the... Oh, if you just bear with me a minute, I have I might find it again.
The car dealership, maybe?
There's an interesting little mural there.
This is not the tile.
Huh?
Tile.
Oh. No, there's those are white. This is for my kids.
Recognize the smell.
Of course, we're going through Bronzeville. Some of you will remember you took the tour of the Sunset Cafe. We poked our head in the former Grand Terrace, which is now a parking garage for a condo redevelopment, the old Ritz Hotel. We also saw where Louis Armstrong and Laurel Hardin Armstrong lived. There's a nice plaque there. The city put that up. And we're going to investigate, but not this year. We do this next year because, by the way, we did have to skip one stop on the tour because things took a little too long. Of course, they always do.